Welcome to the ladies' dressing room. Today we are going to talk about everyday jewelry. And because we're talking about everyday jewelry, I thought that I would put something on that I don't put on every day, which is this beautiful drop pearl necklace. This is by Kate Spade, and while it's in a tone of gold that technically is not my best color, I should probably be wearing silvers, or if I do wear gold, it should be a rose gold, the one that kind of leans a little more pink. I still like it. I love gold and gold accents of things, if you can't tell, and it's really hard for me to accept the fact that gold doesn't look best on my skin. So sometimes I don't care. I will wear something like this, for instance, anyway. But I know that silver would probably be a better option for me. So, everyday jewelry. Do you have some everyday jewelry? I think that dressing yourself beautifully every day is so easy when you have some jewelry that you like to wear every single day. So, I'm going to share with you what I put on every day, which is my ring. It's supposed to kind of be a placeholder for an eventual, wedding set that I will one day choose for myself. But in the meantime, this is doing just fine. But I think it was like $20, $19.99, something like that, from Kohl's years ago. And the thing about my wedding set is that I've gone through several wedding rings, and I've changed my mind over the years. My style has changed, and you could turn it in and upgrade and all of that, and we did that for a while. And then I found out that I just wasn't satisfied with the styles that I was seeing available. So at one point I just wanted to not worry about spending a lot of money on a real ring, right? And I wanted to really figure out my style and what I loved. And that's when I found this. It just completely drew me in, and I love the shape of it. I love that it has a vintage feel to it and more of a princess vibe, I would say. It's supposed to be a morganite, and I just love the peachy pink tone to it. And it had a rose gold, the gold that it was supposed to be rose gold. So anyway, I've had this for so many years, and I love it still today. And I may end up just getting a ring made based off of this ring. And that's not something that I'm doing right now, of course. I thought that I would by now, but I'm fine with this one. And who knows, maybe I will never get another ring. And I have this, and I have another one of these because it started to wear off. The gold started to wear off, and they still had it in the store when that happened. And so I purchased another one because I just loved it so much. And so I kind of cycle between the two, but there is a missing stone out of the other one, so I've just been using this one. But that is something that I wear every day. The other thing that I wear every day are these drop pearl earrings that I received from my daughter one year for Christmas, and I just wear them every day. I love how it clasps in the back. It's not one of those earrings that is a stud to where it would hurt. If my problem has always been if I've hugged somebody and I'm wearing studs, it will poke me in the back of my head there, and it just hurts so bad, and it's frustrating when that happens. I know that they also have those clear backs that you can add to it, and I think that that's supposed to help. But yeah, I used to wear studs all the time, but when you find something that you really love, that you like to wear all the time, wear it. For me, this took all of the guesswork out of pairing jewelry with my outfits. I used to like to change things up all the time, but then I found these and I felt that they went with everything. And when I would try to switch out for some studs, I just kind of felt like it wasn't me, it didn't look right or something. And so I'm okay with being very simple when it comes to my everyday jewelry. And you know, occasionally, like if I dress up for a fancy dinner or something, I might wear these dangly earrings that I found at Charming Charlie years ago. And then I also have this bracelet, which I think came from, I believe this was in the celebration section over, I think that's what they call it, at Kohl's. I think that's where I found this one, but this is a rose gold bracelet that, you know, clasps and then has another little clasp to it. And it has what looks like diamonds over the top portion. And then the bottom is just a smooth rose gold. So it just really depends. I have a box full of jewelry here, but I just don't reach for it. I even have beautiful brooches, and at one point I was wearing these a lot, like on my coats, and I guess I feel like I would wear these more in the fall and winter time anyway. But you know, it's just one of those things where you know what you love and you wear what you love, and I just love the simplicity of that. I have a little trinket tray over on the top of my lingerie chest that I will take my jewelry off before I go to bed at night, and I will just stand there and put it on first thing in the morning after my shower, and that part is already figured out and done. And I just feel that there have been very few things where I have wanted to change my jewelry out. Now, from time to time I will wear this necklace, but I want to tell you about necklaces for me. I've always disliked the fact that the back clasp will turn, and this just always happens, that it turns and you can see it, and you know, you don't realize till later. And so then I feel like it's a nervous tick when I'm wearing a necklace to always go like this to make sure that it's centered and where it's supposed to be. And I don't know, I don't like having to mess with it. But of all the necklaces, this is the only one that I have loved wearing over and over again. And so this is basically, I do have a pearl necklace, and I use that more as decoration in my armoire, just on a little trinket tray, because I love pearls. But I kind of feel a little odd, especially in some of the dresses that I wear, putting that on. And sometimes it just feels like there's too much up here, especially with that strand of pearls. But this one I feel is peaceful to my eye, and it just gives a break to, you know, everything, and it's just simple but elegant. And so maybe that's why. And it just, the other just feels like there's too much going on. So if I do wear a necklace, this is the one that I wear. And this, I think this one, oh, I shared that it was by Kate Spade. So it's not like real gold, it was just gold plated. One day I think I would love to get a rose gold drop pearl necklace. One of my daughters is home. So that's something that I would like to do if I could ever find something like that that meets all the specifications that I have when it comes to that. Today's dress of the day comes from Gal Meets Glam. And I had purchased this one on Poshmark years ago. And this is actually just the dress that I have in my picture for my channel over on Inspired by Nikki. And it is such a timeless dress. I love the flare of the skirt. It has pockets. It's midi in length. and it just has the most beautiful swing to it. So this is a very simple dress in its construction, I feel, but it is beautiful the way that it lays on the body. And it also has the darting on it that is so nice. The sleeves kind of come out, they're kind of like a cap sleeve, and then it has a square neckline to it, which I think is very elegant as well. So this has been a favorite, something I've never wanted to part with, and it just fits so nicely. Even on different sizes that I've been, I feel like I can still fit into it. There are times where I feel, okay, it's getting a little snug, but I can still fit into it right now, and I have no plans on getting rid of it. So this is one of those tried and true dresses, those dresses that have stuck with me over the years and that I love so much. Today's dressing space comes from Janet. She said, here's a picture of my closet. I have half of a small closet to work with. I have two styles of clothing. So on the left, I have my boho romantic clothing, and on the right, I have my more classic casual clothes. I have my kimono and belts hanging on the side with my boho hats and romantic bag on the top shelf with a few pairs of shoes that works with all my clothes. I'm also sending a picture of my vanity and dresser to show you how I set it up to make it where I enjoy coming into the space. I like to make it feel like it's a boutique. You have inspired me in so many ways. Thank you so much. Janet, your vanity is so beautiful. I love the design of that, and just your closet, how you have everything organized is really so intentional, and the fact that you have separated things according to the styles, I think is really, really wonderful. And especially because we don't always feel like wearing the same styles, right? So it is nice to have that variety, and however it is that you're feeling that day, or whatever kind of mood you are in, to be able to go to that section of your wardrobe to be able to choose from there. And I can see that you have your jewelry set up so beautifully and so appropriate, as that's what we've been talking about today. I really love your necklace stand. That looks like something that I would have probably chosen for myself. You know, I've been having some trouble finding something that I would like to use as a necklace hanger or necklace stand. And it is something that I'm always looking for whenever I go to the store. So maybe I will come across something in the near future, but I really love the way that you have everything set up. Thank you so much, Janet, for sharing your spaces with us. It really means a lot to me. And if you would like to share your space, please make sure that you email me at inspiredbynikkiyt@gmail.com. Thank you for being here with me today. It really is just so special that we have this place that we can come together to talk about all of these beautiful, wonderful things that we as ladies get to enjoy. And with that, I hope that something in today's video inspired you in some way, and that you will choose beauty every day.